Hey everybody, my name is Nick James Boettcher and welcome to the Peoria Riverfront Museum Year of the Guitar celebration. I have been asked to play some guitar for you from my home in Austin, Texas, where everyone's being socially distancing.
Except for us.
Except for us. We are inseparable, for better or for worse. So this is the lovely Paige DeChaussee.
Thanks for having me, Nick.
Well, yeah, of course. Well, and thanks to, so I am from Peoria. I'm originally from Peoria, Illinois. It is my home. And I'm hearing all sorts of weird noises from my guitar. And that's part of the experience.
That is.
So Paige is actually from Morris, Illinois, which is just a little bit south of Joliet.
Mm-hmm. Off of 80 West.
Yeah. And so, but we made our way from living in Chicago to living in Austin, Texas, which is like the land of guitars. Like you can't throw a rock without hitting 5 of the best guitar players you've just ever seen in your life. And everyone here is a great guitar player in completely different ways. So it's fascinating. So while you're at home, check out some live streams from Austin. We do one every Sunday.
At 3 p.m.
At 3 o'clock, and you just check in on our Facebook page and whatever. So we're here to play some guitar songs. So I'm going to switch up. So this is my 1986 62 reissue Stratocaster I've had for a very long time. It is a reissue of a vintage one that has now become a vintage one, and it has been my Strat for forever, the Candy Apple Red. So... but I'm going to switch it up. Let's do...
the Firebird, okay.
Mm-hmm. This one I actually bought in Peoria in 2002, I want to say. Can't believe I know that.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is one of your favorite guitars, but Nick is selective about when he pulls out a specific guitar, and he has a very intentional path for that guitar for the evening when we have gigs.
Yeah.
I love that.
Cut you at the knees. No one's gonna stop me to stand in my way. The fuel for the fire's too strong. Well, you might be sleeping the end of the day, but I keep moving on. No, I can't stop, I won't stop. It's in my mind. It never leaves me behind. No, I can't stop, I won't stop. It's in my blood. thing that I seem to say leaves you wanting more. You cut the line and start my fire one last time. You couldn't leave well enough alone. Well, your mom is sitting safe to leave me on your mind. But I keep moving on. No, I can't stop, I won't stop. It's in my mind. It never leaves me behind. No, I can't stop, I won't stop. It's in my blood. It's always making me run. No, I can't stop, I won't stop. It's in my bones. Oh, nobody knows. Leaves me behind. No, I can't stop, I won't stop. It's in my blood. It's always making me run. No, I can't stop, I won't stop. It's in my bones. No, nobody knows.
Yeah. That is Paige DeChaussee. We have a band called The Reverent Few. We played in Peoria a bunch, and we can't wait to get back.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that.
So we were asked to do this. Well, I was asked to do this, and I asked Paige to come along. But within all of this, like I've been playing guitar a long time, and every guitar has its own flavor and its own style. And I feel like since this is for a museum, like trying to educate people on guitars is part of the fun. You know, everything from the kind of wood it's made from, to the geometry of the instrument, to how long it's been played, to the type of lacquer is used. All of these things play into what makes a guitar feel right, or be interesting, or drive you to play something, or gnarly and dirty and messy, or to play something elegant and pretty. And so each of these guitars, like I'm picking them. I haven't had them all like lined up in quite some time.
It's been a while.
So I don't think I'm going to be able to get to all of them in the amount of time we have, but I guess in light of that, I should probably keep it rolling.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I have shared this on our Facebook and a couple other pages, as well as the Peoria Riverfront Museum. And thank you for tuning in. So we're coming to you from here in Austin, Texas.
What song do we have next?
It's a song from the record, Elvis Presley Blues.
For this one, I think I want to play My Calling.
This one? Okay.
So this guitar is made here in Austin, Texas.
This guitar is heavy.
It's okay.
Is it as heavy as this one?
No.
Much lighter.
Nope, it is not. And I mean, that all plays into it. It's not, I mean, when it comes to guitars, it's not that bad. But made here in Austin, Texas. This is sort of the go-to for the Reverent Few band. Just kind of does all the things I want it to do.
Is this the guitar that you played on the record for this song? Do you remember?
I have no idea.
You played so
we
many
played
guitars.
so many guitars on
Yeah.
that record. But it's just such a joy to play. It just kind of does the thing.
Just a country boy, can't stay. Put on a shirt as a Monday, and I went lonely and really singing like a chorus girl. He's shaking like a Harlem queen. He's shaking like a midnight rambler, baby. Never see like you never see. You never see. I was thinking at night about Elvis. Dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da. I was thinking that night about Elvis. Dee-dee-da, dee-dee-da. How we took it all. He grabbed his wall in the other hand, and he held on tight, and he shook it like a hurricane. He shook it like some making rain. He shook it like a holy roller, baby. With his soul at stake, his soul at stake. John Henry was that he fell down and died.
guitar sounds so good.
That's fun.
I feel like you haven't played that in a while.
Yeah, and you know it's interesting playing at home. You don't always get to plug into an amp and crank it up, and so much of playing guitar is moving air. It's the physics of sound moving, and you know, doing these live streams. You know, sometimes we go direct, and sometimes we use a little amp, and sometimes we put the amp in a closet. You got to find the right mic and the right settings and all that, and it's a real feat to get it to feel, you know, close to what it does live.
Yeah.
And you know, I encourage check out people playing on live streams and notice, you know, what people are really doing to make it feel exciting. Like that's what I'm kind of into right now, because there's so many great live streams going on, and I'm just, you know, just tickled that that people are just kind of finding new ways to make music and be creative. So let's do another one. Well, what about there's this tune by
Alan Toussaint.
Alan Toussaint. There it is. We kind of stole it from Little Feat too.
Yeah, I like their version.
You know, it's not too far off.
No.
Sunrise.
We'll do it again soon. Soon.
Wednesday. We have a live stream, full band live stream on Wednesday.
Yeah, there's a club in town here in Austin called the 121 Bar, and they are. I figured out how to isolate it out so like the band's gonna be in there, and they're a little.
It's just us and the sound guy.
Us and the sound guy, and the place is big enough that everyone can keep their distance. It's actually pretty brilliant. You know, we want to encourage people to be safe, and we don't want to suggest otherwise.
Yeah. But you can tune into that show from near and far. If you go to 121bar.com, you can find tickets. Or visit our Facebook page too.
I have to say, like, this time has just flown by.
That much
This
fun.
time just like flown by, and it's such a pleasure. I'm so thankful that the Peoria Riverfront Museum, Peoria, my hometown, even though we live in Austin, Texas. Peoria. I had to teach Paige how to say it, and I realized later.
Yep.
It's not Peoria, it is Peoria.
There's a way to say it for sure.
Yeah. So, for all you Peorians who didn't even never thought about it, because why would you have to?
We miss coming back, and we can't wait to come back and play.
Yeah, so our band is called The Reverent Few. My name is Nick James Boettcher. I guess I should give a little background before we get out of here. I'm from Peoria. I went to school at Berklee College of Music, and I studied guitar, songwriting, and music business there. And then after I graduated, I went to Chicago, where I ran a lesson program at a little guitar shop called Avenue N Guitars. It is not around anymore, but I miss it dearly. And now, we moved to Texas for some family stuff, and we continued our careers playing with our band, The Reverent Few. And when I'm not on the road, I'm working at Austin Vintage Guitars, is basically a consultant of sorts. The way it works is really I just help people find what they're looking for. I'm always shy to say sales because that's not really how it's structured. We're encouraged to be experts in our field, and so like people hit me up all the time asking me about guitars, where they're from, what are they, or what are they worth? How do you know? How do you know a good guitar from a bad? How do you know an old guitar from a new one? And it's such a joyous experience to discover what history is attached to this instrument. Like in the 1950s, before the 1950s, songs were written on pianos. All the songs are like written on a piano, and then all the other instruments had to figure it out. So songwriters played piano for the most part. This is broadly speaking. And then in the 1950s, guitars became popular, and people started writing songs for and on guitar. So you're getting all these cool, you know. You get these cool riff-based songs, and the structure's different, and how a song feels and moves is different, and how people wrote to that, and they allowed the instrument to sort of drive where that music was going and the popularity of the instrument, and it was, it changed our culture. It was. I read an article. I know I'm going on and on and on, but I find this is important stuff for guitar, and understanding like the importance of how it has affected our culture. There was a time when everyone had a piano in their house, whether you played or not. It was a thing. You just had a piano, and you kind of hoped that someone would come over and want to sit and be jolly and play songs, especially at Christmas time. And everyone would sit around the piano and play and sing. Well, nowadays, there was an article written recently that was talking about like the end of the electric guitar, and I could not disagree more.
Oh, I remember you reading that.
Oh,
yes.
And because I started thinking about it, I was like upset at first, like, oh no, that's so sad. And then as I really, put my brain power to it, I was like, I don't think so. I think the guitar has raised to the level of the piano. It is now almost everyone has a guitar somewhere in their home that they hope someone's going to come over and start playing and singing some songs while sit around, be jolly, and play guitar. Mm-hmm. It's become a standard of musical expression in a way that most people have access to. And it goes from like bare bones basic stuff all the way to very, very like elite, complex forms of musicality and players. And so I hope that this encourages other people to play guitar.
Yeah.
So we're going a little bit over time, and I hope nobody minds because I'm really enjoying this. So I think we're gonna do one more. Is that right?
Do you want to do? You want to play that super old guitar there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you do.
Oh, okay. This is special.
This is one of my favorite guitars. And when we first started playing together, Nick played this guitar a lot, and I always thought it sounded so good just in its natural state on its own, you know.
Yeah. So this is my oldest guitar. This is a 1936 National Duolian. So really from 1936. And they were trying to make guitars louder, and they were experimenting with different materials and things. And one of the ideas they came up with was to make what's essentially a metal speaker inside the guitar called a resonator. And for this one, I'm going to play slide, and I actually made this slide. I think this is the one I made.
Out of a wine bottle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
think I made this one. I bought a lot of slides, but I've made a lot of slides too. So, I can huddle around the mic a little bit on this one. Thank you, everybody. Go to the guitar exhibit at the Peoria Riverfront Museum in Peoria, Illinois. And anybody who's not from Peoria, I hope you check out more of the live streams. My dear friend Preston Jackson is going to be doing one as well. I cannot wait to check that out. And I'm sure there's going to be more as well. So
thank you guys for having us.
thank you. It's Paige DeChaussee.
Nick James, y'all.
Love you all, and we will see you soon.
Yeah, take care, folks.